Welcome to Cadillac Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Tuesday, July 4th, Mets played a morning game against the Washington Nationals. Doesn't matter what time of day, Nationals still are dominating the Mets. They win 11-4. Daniel Murphy had 4 more hits and 5 more RBIs against his old team.
You know, I was thinking about the pitching matchup today. Joe Ross struggled early, but he was able to kind of hold on through 7 innings, only gave up a couple of runs. Lugo looked fantastic early and then really gave it up in the middle of the game.
You know, when you're pitching as well as he is, and then all of a sudden you're starting to get guys are starting to take better swings, you're just not hitting your spots. Because when he hits his spots, we see what happens. And he actually threw a couple breaking balls. You saw he left them up in the zone, and those guys are they got a good lineup and they'll do damage.
Is there anything in particular that has kind of been an issue these last 2 at that point?
I mean, I made worse pitches there third time through the lineup. Left balls over the middle of the plate, up in the zone, and good hitters are going to hit those.
I was thinking about the Mets' injuries. T.J. Rivera might have hurt himself running the first today. We'll find out later about that. Cespedes is hurting a little bit with the cramps in his hamstring. Granderson with his hip. But think about it today. The Nationals, because of injury or rest, did not play Zimmerman, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Wieters, or Worth, and scored 11 runs on the Mets today.
What Terry mentioned, if we go out there and try to push you through everything today and things come back worse the next day, now we end up losing for a couple more days or even longer. So, a day here in the grand scheme of things in July, let's try to minimize that. That's always been his approach all season long. So, tough decision to make, but, for the long run, I think it was a better move. So
we have to play, and we're expected to go out there and be competitive and win ball games, and, we expect that from ourselves because we feel like we have 25 very useful and capable guys here, and so it's tough when we don't get it done, but we just got to keep going.
It's been dominating for the Nationals. They've beaten the Mets 9 of 12 this year. They've dropped the Mets 11.5 games behind. The saving grace for the Mets is they have their ace going in the final game of the series.
Well, it always you can always account for 1 out of the 5 games because he has been that good. But it puts a lot of pressure on DeGrom to be as great as he's been the last 4 or 5 starts because he's pitching the best baseball of his career.
So the Mets finish up their series in D.C. on Wednesday night. Our coverage begins at 6 o'clock. With Cadillac first pitch on SNY. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Tanner Roark goes for the Nationals. That'll do it for Cadillac Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.